What is different about you and your team, and why should I list my home with you? Oh man, I love this question. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly what our team does differently. And guess what? It's a lot too. Who you work with matters big time. The team that you surround yourself with when you're thinking about making a move, the agent, the lender, all of those people, the escrow company, it all matters big time. And it's the difference between selling your home for the most amount of money with the least amount of stress and the quickest amount of time and having your home sit on the market and be super disappointed with how much money it ultimately sells for and how much money you walk away with. Today, I'm going to share with you in detail exactly what our team, the Novak real estate team, does completely differently to list your home. My name is Mike Novak, and I'm an agent for the Novak real estate team, part of Real Brokerage. Our team has helped over 1,000 families make a move in just the last 5 years. This is all we do. We live in Snohomish County. We work in Snohomish County. This is our community, and we're incredibly committed to doing our craft at a super, super high level. There's a reason our team has been the number one ranked team for the last 5 years in a row. There's a reason why it's the number one ranked agent in 2020 and 2021 out of more than 4,000 agents for buyer sales in those years. It's because we care and we have a massive passion for helping people sell their home and buy the next home as well. Go take a look at our Zillow reviews, look at our hundreds of Google reviews, and read it in our clients' words. Don't take my word for it. Read their words and see what it was like to work with us, okay? Selling your home for the most amount of money comes down to 4 really simple things. And I want to just talk about those 4 things before I jump into what makes us different. The first thing is your presentation to the market. How your home is presented matters massively. Anyone can list your home. Not anyone can net you the absolute most amount of money when you decide to sell. And so how the agent coaches you and helps you prepare your home to get it ready to bring to the market is massively important. The way it's presented has a huge impact on how much it's ultimately going to sell for. Okay? That's the first thing. The second thing, the marketing. This is where our team really differentiates ourselves. It's our completely unique marketing I'll talk about here in just a little bit. We have a 19-step proven marketing plan that we know works every single time to net our sellers the most amount of money. But your marketing absolutely matters. And I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm going to kind of pull back the curtain here for you just a minute in the real estate industry. Most agents' marketing plan is to put it in the MLS, the listing, your home, put a key box on the lock or on the door, and then put a sign in the yard. That is the 3-step plan that they've got to sell your home. That is not a marketing plan to us. That is passive in every way, shape, or form. Our marketing is completely different, and it's completely aggressive and proactive. We're not just going to sit back and wait for a buyer to come along. Not how we do things. But your marketing is the second most important thing that absolutely matters. So the presentation and the marketing, number 1. Number 2. Number 3, your price and your positioning in the market. So your price absolutely matters. You cannot market something successfully if the price is way off. So we can help you sell your home for the most amount of money, but it needs to be within a range of reason. So we will give you a ton of guidance on how to price your home. We'll tell you exactly how much we think it should be priced for and exactly why. This is really where experience comes up in nailing the price, but your pricing and how it's positioned against the competition matters big time. The fourth and final thing that matters, and that's going to have a big impact on how much your home sells for, is the experience of your agent. You don't want to have an agent learning on your behalf and at your expense. So you've got a decision to make. You can hire any agent you want, right? But you have an option to either hire a new agent that's not done this a lot or an experienced agent that's done this hundreds and hundreds of times. When you've done something hundreds of times, you've learned a lot about what works and what does not. Just compare this to a law firm. Like if you're going to go hire a lawyer, do you want to hire the associate attorney at the law firm that is brand new, fresh out of law school, that doesn't have a lot of experience, and pay them a little bit less money maybe, but have them make lots of potential mistakes on your dime? Or do you want the partner of the law firm that's been there for years and done successfully hundreds of times what you're trying to do? The first thing that we do very differently is we're a team. There's 20 people on our team, and 7 of us are agents. The rest are our support staff. So when you decide to list with us, when you list with me, you're not just getting my experience and you're not getting me trying to wear all these different hats. You're getting the benefit of my entire team, okay? So we have 2 full-time marketing people on our staff because our marketing is very labor intensive, requires a lot of effort to get your home exposed to the most amount of people. We also have a full-time listing coordinator on our staff that just handles all the paperwork and makes sure everything gets done on time. We also have a full-time transaction coordinator that handles the contract to close process once we get your home under contract. So you're going to have access to 4 or 5 people, not just one person. Too many agents, they try to do everything. And when you try to do everything, you do nothing exceptionally well. For me, as an agent listing your home, I'm going to focus on the marketing, getting your home exposed to as many people as possible, positioning it just right, making sure we nail the price, and then getting as much feedback on the home as possible, and then negotiating each offer get in super hard for you. The marketing staff that we have, they're going to help get your home exposed to everyone out there on the internet, make sure it shows up perfect on all of the websites, and our listing coordinator is going to make sure all of your paperwork is spot on. Okay, so that's the first big thing that makes our team very different, is you're getting a team of specialists and professionals. You're not just getting the leverage of one agent trying to wear so many different hats and being pulled so many different directions and being spread thin. The next thing that makes us really different is our planning approach to listing homes. We don't just throw homes on the market. That's not how we do things. We can list a home in a week, but we prefer to come out and have conversations with our clients, typically a couple of months before they're actually ready to get their home on the market, and have a lot of strategic conversations about how to sequence this move with where they're going to go next. It matters massively to us that your transition from your current home to where you're going to go next is very smooth. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of additional stress layered into this process for you. So the preparation phase is very, very important. I've shot a separate video that kind of gives you a high-level view of selling a home. It's a 4-phase breakdown of what we use to sell homes, but the preparation phase is very different for our team. We do it completely differently than most other real estate agents do. One of the most important things in the preparation phase, after we decide to work together, we will send one of our certified stagers to your home to do what we call a home editing checklist. Too many agents leave their clients, their sellers, just to be left to their imagination on what needs to be done to the home to bring it to the market. That's not how we do things. We'll give you a room-by-room checklist of suggestions that we think you should do, whether if it's touch-up paint, moving furniture around, getting things cleaned up, whatever it could be. We will help you so that you know room by room on a checklist exactly what our recommendations are to have your home come on the market and make sure that it's positioned really, really well. Like I said before, the way it is exposed to the market is super important. And so it's really important everything looks good. And we spend a lot of that time up front with you, making sure that all that stuff gets done before our marketing people even begin to touch the house. Okay, so we will help you through that, but the preparation part of the selling process cannot be underestimated. It is so, so, so important that this is properly planned. And that's where we spend a lot of time with you. The next big thing I want to talk about is our team's marketing. Like, obviously, I'm talking about what our team does differently, and I can't talk about that without including the marketing, because the marketing matters massive into how much exposure your home gets. It's pretty simple. How many people come out and look at your home is in direct relationship and correlation to how many people see your home online. How many people see your home online is directly in relationship and correlation to how much exposure your home has. Like, where's it being pushed at? Is it being pushed out on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Google, like all these different channels, right? So we have to get as many eyes on your home as possible in order to get the showings, to get the offers. We kind of reverse engineer. The outcome is an offer, but to get the offer, we have to get the showings. To get the showings, we have to have massive world-class marketing and exposure to your home. So how do we do it? We have a 19-step proven marketing plan that I'm going to share with you right now. Step 1, professional home editing walkthrough. Like I said, by a certified stager from our team. We will come out room by room, give you a checklist of exactly what you need to do. This is part of the marketing. It's very important that you do these things and follow our suggestions on this. Our clients that sell them homes for most amount of money, they do every single thing that we tell them to do. And of course, we will help you get this stuff done, whether it's connecting you with a vendor, a contractor, whatever you need, we're there to support you in every way, shape, or form. The second thing is white glove contractor support. Like I said, we will come meet contractors at your house if you need us to. We will make sure they have access to give you bids for stuff that needs to be done to your home. We will take care of all of that. There's a concierge service that we provide for our clients for no extra cost. That's just part of what we do to take the stress off of your shoulders and help you get through the selling process easier. Okay. The third thing, soft staging. So we will typically include soft staging with our fee to list your home. It's just part of what we do. We really believe that soft staging is important to the way that a home feels when you walk into it and the way it shows in the pictures online as well. So our stagers will go out there and they will do soft staging. That's things like linens, things on the counters, things in the bathroom, towels, all of that sort of stuff, like texture-ish kind of things to give a warmer and, a nice warm fuzzy feeling to the home overall. Okay. So soft staging is definitely part of that. The next one, professional real estate photography. Believe it or not, some agents still go out and take photos with their iPhone. That is no good for you as the seller. You need professional real estate photography. Is it expensive? Yes. Is it worth it? Absolutely. So we only have one photographer we work with because he's the best in the industry. Real estate photography is all that he does. He's not out shooting family portraits or anything like that on the weekends. He's just doing real estate. So he does it at a very high level. And that's the guy that we will hire to shoot your home and make sure it looks fantastic. We will also do drone photography. Drone photography is very important so people can see kind of how your home lays out in the neighborhood, what the lot looks like, in particular if it's got a really nice lot or space that we want to make sure we showcase. We will also take care of and pay for drone photography on your home. The last thing we do before we list your home, these are all things that we're doing on the marketing side before we list, is create a digital floor plan. So just like builders do, we will create a sketched floor plan. We'll send it to our graphic designer and we'll have them create a professional, drawn out floor plan just like a builder does. People want to see what the floor plan of the home is. And the last thing we want to do is have someone come out and look at the home and realize the floor plan couldn't work for them. So we will make sure that a floor plan is done on your house, that it looks very professional in the photos. I typically will put this as photo number 2 or photo number 3, because if you put it at the end, most people won't get to the end of the photos. So we want to make sure they see the floor plan on photo number 2 or photo number 3 when they click on your house, whether it's the ads or in the MLS. So those are 6 different things that we do before we list your home. Okay. Lots of stuff goes into this. This is all about planning and preparation, but this is all part of the marketing strategy. That brings us to what do we do on the marketing side when we list? Well, once we hit the go button, we will launch what we call your single property site. A single property site is very simple. It's just a website of just your house. And we do this because we want to make sure that in our marketing, we're not sending people to a list of homes in your area. We're sending them just your house. Okay. So that becomes the landing page for all the digital ads that we're going to do for your home. I don't want them clicking on 20 different homes in Arlington. I want them just clicking on your home in Arlington as an example of that. That creates more stickiness on that website. You'll notice they stay on the site a lot longer because there's no other options just to see your home. On that site, we'll put all the photography, the drone photography, videos if we've done videography on your home as well. The floor plan will be on there, all of the marketing remarks. It's going to be a really, really good looking website. And again, because it's the only option for people, they can't just go on to the next house. They tend to be really kind of stuck on that and really fascinated and really curious about your home. And oftentimes that's what will lead to some showings. Okay. So that's the single property site. The next one is what we call property promoter ads. So we are big fans of social media. We use paid positions on Facebook and Instagram and on YouTube. And what we'll do is we'll drop a 15-mile radius around your house. We'll target every single person in that radius. And we will do a just listed ad for your home. If you improve the price of the home, like we have to do a price reduction, we'll run another ad. We'll run another ad on open houses. We'll even run another ad when it goes under contract and another ad when it gets sold. So we are exposing it to everyone in the marketplace. And these ads typically get between 1,000 and 1,200 clicks on them. Like massive, massive exposure. We've had direct sales come off of these ads. It's really important. And this is very different from what most agents do. Most agents just post organically on their personal Facebook page. That doesn't work. You have to use paid advertising for this on Facebook, on Instagram, YouTube. That's exactly what we're going to do. The third thing after we list, we're going to do an open house in your home. We like to do open houses if the home is in a location, the price point that makes sense. If your home is way out there and it's hard to get to, it might not be the best open house location. But if it's an easy home to find, if it's close to main roads, then doing an open house on the first weekend it comes to the market makes a ton of sense. It becomes very good for the market exposure of the house. So we'll typically do open homes or open houses the weekend we list, and then if we ever change the price, we'll do another open house at that point. We will also expose your home to our massive buyer database. So we have one of the largest databases in Snohomish County for buyers. It's got almost 80,000 buyers that are actively searching for homes. It's massive. And a lot of our buyer agents are helping these buyers find homes. And so we will take your home, we will send it to all of these people to make sure that they're seeing your house, just to make sure it's getting as many eyeballs as possible. So we call that reverse prospecting. We reverse prospect into our database to make sure your home is exposed to buyers that have a search set up that matches what your home, like where the price point and the location. The next one, we do a lot of sign capture. So on your sign, you're going to notice there's a phone number. When you call that phone number, it doesn't just route to one agent's cell phone. That actually routes to 5 or 6 people on our team to increase the likelihood that one of our qualified agents picks up the phone and has a great conversation with the person that's curious about your house. These often turn into showings and sometimes even into offers on the home. So we want to make sure someone's going to answer that phone. And relying on just one person to pick up their phone that could be in a meeting, whatever else, that's not okay with us. So we're going to route those sign calls to multiple people on our team to make sure that somebody picks up the phone. We also have a text number that we add onto our signs that allows people to get the floor plan sent to their phone and get just more information right off of just texting. When they text us their information, then we're able to send them all of the information on your house. We're able to follow back up with them. We'll typically call them the next day or that same day and just see if they'd like to schedule a tour of your house. So that's some of the sign-in strategies we have, and it really is important because oftentimes if someone's calling out the sign, they are super serious in that house. We want to make sure that we get those people into your home as soon as possible. The last one, we use a centralized showing service. So this is really helpful for you as a seller. Basically, we're able to block out times that you want your home shown or not shown. And then the service will just text you if you want your house to be shown when a tour request comes up. So if someone requests a tour, you can just text yes or text no, and then it'll go ahead and confirm or decline the showing. It's totally automated. It's a very cool system. It makes scheduling showings very simple. We will, of course, black out any dates like holidays or times where you need your home. You can't do showings, but you want to make your home as available as possible so people can get out and see it. If they can't see it, they won't offer on the home. And so having that centralized showing service is very helpful. It's something that we invest in. So what is our marketing strategy after we have listed? I talked about before we list. I talked about when we list, but after we've listed. Well, let's break that down. The first thing we do is online activity tracking. We can show you how many people have looked at your house through all the different paid ads we're doing, how many calls we've gotten on it, all of the different data and analytics that we're tracking in your home. We can show that all to you so you know exactly how much exposure your home is getting. We will also do a weekly recap of all communications with other agents that brought buyers to your home. We'll share with you the feedback they gave us. We follow up on every single showing to see what that agent's client thought of the home, any feedback they had for us about the house, what they thought of the price. If they're interested in making an offer, we call every single one of them, oftentimes multiple times, to get feedback for you, and we'll share that feedback with you at least once a week. We'll typically email it to you in kind of a long format so you can read all the feedback at once and see if for the last week, what was the showing feedback on your home. We will also do a weekly recap for you of just positioning in the market. So as new homes come on, we'll make sure that you're aware of them if they're competition to your house, and we'll explain to you how that could affect how your home is positioned. We have to track that every single week because it's a market. It's dynamic in nature. It's always changing. And so we need to make sure that you as the seller understand how your home is positioned on a weekly basis. And that's something we do for all of our sellers. Okay. We also update you just on what's happening in the market. So beyond just your home, what's going on? You know, our rates way up right now. Is that having an impact on buyers? Is this starting to tilt towards a buyer's market, or is it still a seller's market? We will share with you all of our market insights. We look at the market very closely on a weekly basis. We'll share with you key data that you need to know that's beyond just your neighborhood or your particular home, but the overall market. The last couple ones, experience negotiating is definitely part of our marketing plan. It sounds funny to call that marketing, but it really is because it has an impact, a big impact on how much you actually get for your house. Okay, so like I said earlier in the video, our team is made up of 7 of the top agents in our county. We're all top 1%, and we do this full time, and we are very passionate about this. So negotiating is our bread and butter, and we will very aggressively negotiate on your behalf when we get an offer on your home. We're not going to sign off on the offer and say, hey, this looks good. We are going to negotiate all terms and price of the home to make sure you get the absolute best deal possible. And we got to find that win-win where the buyer's happy, but the seller, you, our client, are getting the most amount of money for your house. And so the negotiation part is a really, really important step. The last one is just contract to close coordination. So once your home goes under contract, like I said earlier, we have a full-time contract to close specialist. A lot of times agents try to do this themselves, and so it doesn't really get done. We have a full-time closing coordinator just to coordinate all the different people who need to be in the loop to close your house on time. There's a lot of people to coordinate. There's an escrow company, there's a title company, there's your lender that needs to be paid off, there's the new lender for the buyer, there's the buyer's agent, there's all these different moving pieces. There's the home inspector, the appraiser, lots of different people that need to be communicated with, and that's why we have a full-time person. It's an investment we make on our team so that you get absolutely taken care of. No missed deadlines happen, no missed paperwork. This is that person's full-time job, is to support me, your agent, on making sure all the paperwork and all the dates are hit with all of these different people. Okay, so that's a very, very important thing for you. So there you have it. I mean, this really comes down, like selling your home for the most of my money, really comes down to very carefully choosing who you're going to work with and then trusting them to execute absolutely at a super high level for you. They need to have the experience that has shown that they can get this done. This isn't the first time they're doing it. They've done this hundreds of other times. They've got the track record to do it. They've got the marketing plan they can show you that's going to do it as well. And then you get going and you get your home on the market and you get it sold for the most amount of money. So something we absolutely love doing. Nobody loves listing homes more than I do. It's an absolute ton of fun. We're absolutely passionate about it. We would love to help you with listing your home, helping you transition into that next phase of life, whether that's buying another house, moving out of the area, whatever it's going to be. We want to be part of your team and help you plan that next move. When you're thinking about selling your home and you want to sell it for the most amount of money in the least amount of time, give me a call.